So if an organization is moving to SharePoint, obviously they've determined that they want to go to SharePoint, right? So the first thing I would recommend is they have to do an assessment of what they have now, right? So, you know, in most cases, people are migrating from traditional network file shares to a cloud storage. So the first thing you want to do is look at the landscape of your existing infrastructure. You know, how is it structured? How many folders do you have? How many files do you have? Is it 1 million files? Is it 100,000 files, right? Is it in 50 folders or 1,000 folders or 10,000 folders? So taking stock of your existing environment is very crucial to planning how to migrate to SharePoint, because you may have to restructure them, right? Because it also depends on how you wish to access the files in SharePoint. So if you're going to be accessing SharePoint data and OneDrive data through the web browser, there are virtually no limitations in the number of files you could store and how you access them. But if you're using something called OneDrive Sync is a way to make data that you migrate to SharePoint and OneDrive appear like the traditional file manager that you have on Windows computers. Well, those have limitations in the sense that if you have several, because OneDrive Sync actually does a sync between what's in the cloud and what's on your laptop. So there are limitations in how many files you can put in a folder that's being migrated to SharePoint. So those kind of understanding of what you have now and how you want to restructure them, how you're going to access that data, whether it's through the web browser or OneDrive Sync, is very crucial. Okay, once you've done all of that stuff, you then have to decide what tool are you going to use to do the migration. Microsoft has its own tools for data migration. There are third-party tools they can use to migrate and synchronize the files. You have to also train the end users how things are going to change. Like if they're accessing things through drive letters, like K drive, F drive, in the SharePoint OneDrive metaphor, there is no such thing as K drive or OneDrive. So you have to train them. They have to use the OneDrive Sync. Okay, and then you have to be able to audit. What you're migrating from here to there, right? So those are the essential things I would do. Taking stock of what you have, determining how you're going to access them when you get there, training your end users, and choosing the right tools to do the migration. In summary, yeah.